Hi there everyone. Once again, welcome back to End Times. Here's another one of my Jeffrey Epstein rants. Okay, New York Post 2020. But how I got here, I started just thinking, you know what, let me just see what happens right now on Earth if you use the internet and you go on a Google search and you want to see who were these victims of Jeffrey Epstein. As you can see there, I wrote there, I typed Jeffrey Epstein. The Epstein, I got a thing on that few as well. Someone said it in a movie, Mr. Tom Hanks. Pedo. Anyway, so if I type Jeffrey Epstein victims list, I want to know who, I don't want to dig into their lives, obviously I do, but I just want to know who are the victims, okay? The Epstein list, full list of names revealed in unsealed documents, yada, 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 because that is now all the other perverts, the Prince Edwards and whoever else, Andrews, Prince Edward, Prince Andrew, I don't really care. He's a nobody. Think of it. Why don't you have Prince Charles's name there, or the Queen, the one that's dead now? Sorry, Prince King Charles. Okay, so if I look for the Epstein victims list, a list of people, of girls, of women now, who were the victims. Then they give us all this stuff. Oh, there's this list of 200 people, 170 there, 170, 150. Like no one can even tell you the same fucking number. Excuse my language, really. I'm not going to bleep this out. I do not care. I don't edit stuff. The end. This is the news, guys. This is. If you're a commoner, and we're all commoners, and you don't have this extra time, or you don't want to think because there's too much. It's not that you don't want to think, you can't think for yourselves anymore. I'm looking for a list of victims of Jeffrey Epstein, whatever. The internet, the news will give me a list of the people that can now get into trouble because they were, clients or on the island or whatever. Okay? Everybody just talks about the island. He had other properties. There, 200 they want to tell me. 150 now they want to tell me. Oh no, it's maybe 170 they want to tell me. And when I say me, it's us. Okay, I did not ask for this. I want to know who are the victims. And then while I'm doing that, I'm getting very upset because you guys know this is the distraction. Talking about 14, 15, 16, 17, and in my first video, I showed you what a child is, what a girl is someone under the age of 18. And this Me Too movement that made a big noise, most of them were not underage. Okay, they were prostituting themselves. The end. If you're 18 years or older and you willingly go into a situation where it might become sexual, and especially if someone's already paid for it by buying you dinner and doing this for you and doing that for you and taking you to the club and paying for all your shit at the club. Someone spends $1,000 on you at a club, gives you lines of coke, that's another 1,000. You're 18 years or older, now you decide it was whatever. You could get naked in front of a man who asked you for massage. You pretend because I'm a country bumpkin, I didn't know what was going to happen. That's why I kept on going back. But in all of this confusion, this is what's still missing. Missing. I don't care about all these other little hoes. I'm sorry. You're walking on the streets, even if you're 14 and you're living in today's, maybe 50 years ago for sure, or 100, even 20 years ago. In this day and age, you do not live, so not even 20 years ago, because the internet, you do not live in this day and age, and you're 14 years old, especially not in America, especially not in Florida, in California, in these places. These girls, most of them admit They say that they did it to get the money and to go buy the presents. They knew they were prostituting themselves. Me talking so loud, I'm getting my chickens upset outside, man. You want to talk about this clown? Apparently he's dead, he's not. He's done his job. Mossad is hiding him where they promised. He's not the guy. Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell was the daughter of the guy who smuggled weapons into Israel the day of the 7-day war when they fought Egypt. Her father, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, got the highest award. I wasn't even supposed to talk about this now, man. Because it's not about that, it's about the children. Ghislaine was the spy for Mossad. Not CIA, FBI, nothing American. It's not a Jew thing, it's not a Zionist thing, it's not an anti-Semitism thing, it's not a pro this thing, it's not a whatever that thing. This shit is all about the Mossad controlling, and for the Mossad to do it, that means old Bibi, Benjamin Netanyahu, and whoever controls him, controls the United States of America. End of story. And Great Britain. It's not about them, it's about the children. As I'm speaking now, children have gone missing. Even with that, they can't tell us the right amount. If you know, even in another, also in the previous one, I said the number 640, and I knew that wasn't right, but it's because I was doing the stuff spot on at the time. I didn't want to correct myself, go look at other stuff. There. So who's this? Safe at last. Child abduction statistics. Safe at last. This has to be a recognized thing because, hey, how many children go missing worldwide? It's the very first thing that comes up in my search. Cool. 15 March 2022. 800,000. It's in the US. Missing child cases each year. Around 8 million. Do not care about this clown. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Yes, this is true. This all happened. And Mossad generated a lot of control over people in the States. It's fine. So this can happen. 8 million. Let me explain to you how percentages work. Because I'm going to get you back to probably, once again, the point one. It's either 1%. Let's work this quickly. 8 billion is 8,000 million. Because 1,000 million is a billion. So that's 9 noughts. A million is 6 noughts. A billion is 9 noughts. There's 8 billion. Work on 8 billion people on this planet. 9 noughts. How many is there in children? In million? 6 noughts. So take the 9 noughts, minus, subtract, take away 6 of those noughts because you want to take away this millions to get the percentage. So what are you left with? You're left with 808. Okay. So 8 is 1% of 800. Just make the 800 a 1. Make the 8 a 1. So you got 100 and you got 1. 8 million children a year. That's 1% of the population of this planet, this plane of existence, this flat earth where we live on. It's not about that now. 1% of the people on this planet go missing every year. Anyway. India. 59 there. 60,000 were reported missing in 2020. Russia. You think safe, right? Must be safe. It's Russia. Putin wanted out stuff like that in Russia. Ooh, 50,000 children in 2019. South Korea also must be a great place because North Korea is the bad place. 26,000. France, 43,000. Canada, 30,000. Australia, 34,000. Under the age of 18, eh? Germany, 84,000. Italy, everywhere. Lithuania, Spain. We've got a little in Spain, but you know why? Because Spain has a much more elderly population. That's only one reason why. I'm telling you now, 1%. There. I haven't looked this up. I haven't thought of this before. Like, and even if I have, I forget. It's like, I'm so damaged. But listen to this. Because I know that's what it is. What is bear with me. 2021, 33, sorry, but there's the 330, there, 33, how many results? 33, 331.9, so 331 million, 332 million. 332 million. Check that. Just so you know, 359, let's call it 3, make it a 330, do you understand? That's 1%. This 359 is 1% of this. Canada. Canada. Canada, Canada's population, 38 million. What is this now? This is growth. Just make sure. Let me read other. $38 million. Has Canada been up here? There. Look. Make that 38. Remember America, like I said, when America was, the population is 331, so they've got like, it's like 350,000 missing, it makes it 1%. Yeah, Canada, just so you don't get confused with the math, see, 30,000, so it's not 300,000, it's 30,000, just to give you the 1% again, look there. So it's not 380 million, it's 30, that's 1%. These are the stats. 1% of the world's population is going missing. I don't care if they're just walking on the streets because it's 18 years young. Unaccounted for. 1% of what is going on, guys. But yeah, we've been distracted by this awful man, this horrendous man. And when they've pulled all... I'm sorry, yeah. So I started with looking for the list of Epstein victims. This is what it said. Victims of Jeffrey Epstein. Look here. Okay, it did give me the thank you, Wikipedia. Federal officers had identified 36 calls. This was in 2008 with a 2005 case against him. You need to understand this, the thing that brought it to light, to get everybody's attention and more distracted, and glamorize it more, make it more like a movie, is the Epstein Island, Lolita Express, the plane. Who gives a shit? Obviously we all do, because it's gotten get people confused and no one is talking about this. In my like one other video, one of those women that I said if she had reported back in whenever, maybe a woman would have like escaped this abuse. Boo-hoo! Think about it. See, I have to say that because that's what you want to hear. Boo-hoo! Girls walking on the street. Sorry about your background. It's live. I've got all that shit, bro. So I don't care. I'll say whatever I want. I've been everywhere. I've done everything. I don't give a shit anymore. It's time to talk. We've been distracted because a bunch of 16, 17, 18, 19. My God, the one woman was 25. You never even slept with her. Destroyed her life. People do that, man. Don't give a shit. But apparently we do, because this is not important. Because even when the one idiot from the Christ movie makes a movie about it, they glamorized it. And I'm going to go into that movie. Because they even put a Peter Island on there. Funny enough. I had to go to Epstein Island victims. Still it shows me all this crap in videos. There. Shown. Epstein dressed victims in Victoria's Secret bikinis. You understand? If you're 18 older, you're not a victim anymore, hey? Not if you've been drugged. If you haven't been drugged, excuse me. Not if you haven't been, like, literally abducted. You didn't get onto a plane willingly with your passport to do more drugs and to go live for free at someone else's expense. And you tell yourself every now and again I have to give a hand job, maybe. Or sleep with a dude. Getting distracted by grown women now. They're grown women now. They were women already then. They're making shit tons of money, but we have to get distracted by it. But no one wants to know where's the kids. Repopulating the new earth. But anyway, 1% of our population goes missing every year, and they're children. Thank you for watching once again. Yeah.